Jumped up. We'll try that again.
I don't think either one of them liked the toss.
So they let it go, and it'll be the Sentinels controlling the opening tip. They'll have a first crack to get on the scoreboard. The Sentinels in their road red uniforms with black and white trim. The Bruins in their home white uniforms with purple and gold trim. Into the hands of Chris Penley at the top of the key. He's going one-on-one down the lane. The shot off the glass, too strong. The rebound pulled down by Josh Myers. And the Bruins have their first crack on offense coming up. Richard Reed with the basketball. He's at the top of the key. Path to the basket denied, so he'll work to the left side. Bounce pass down low. Josh Myers. Kick out pass over to Josh Lindsey Hunter. Now across this way to Saquon Walker. Drives in the lane. Loses the handle on the basketball. First turnover as the Bruins don't get off a shot. 0-0 our score as the first 40 seconds have elapsed. Shot from behind the arc. Rattles around off the mark. DJ Haynes misses on his first attempt. He's averaging over 20 shots per game, so expect him to put it up quite frequently. He'll be the focal point of the Sentinels offense. Drive into the lane, the kick out pass. Bruins shot from three, it's good. Saquon Walker puts the Bruins on the board first, 3-0.
Even though a good driving kick there on the previous defensive possession, even though Haynes missed it, you heard Coach Pavin say get over. They went underneath the screen. You can't do that, and his defender looks to be going to be getting subbed out.
Top of the key, there's Penley once again to this left side. Bruins in their man-to-man defense, almost forced a turnover. T.J. Rivera with the basketball gets it out to the top of the key. There's Haynes, a little floater in the lane. It's up and in. First basket for Nebraska Christian, courtesy of D.J. Haynes. Haynes had 47 points, his high on the season earlier against Dallas College. That one's off the mark on the shot from this dive, but the offensive rebound controlled by Josh Lindsey Hunter. Bruins have a fresh 30-second shot clock. Lindsey Hunter working into the lane. Back to Richard Reed at the top. Over to Walker. Walker gives it off to Dixon. Jaron on the drive, draws a double team. Shot no good. A rebound brought down by Josh Meyer. Foul called on the play. Won't be a shooting foul. It'll be called against Chris Penley. First personal, first team foul of the evening. Bruins will have it out underneath. Jaron Dixon will trigger it in. Dixon, the junior from Modesto, California. Looking for a teammate. Bounce pass inside the Myers. Kick out pass to the corner. Shot on its way. It's good. The Bruins with trays from that left corner. This time delivered by Steven Matthews. Just checked into the game. So Matthews and Walker both with trays. The Bruins have a 6-2 lead. Bruins pressuring near the half-court line. Halfway through the 30-second shot clock, Rivera bounce pass off to Haynes. He'll bank it home. And a foul called after the shot goes in. Let's see if it's going to be an and one or after the shot.
No, basket counted.
They'll say an and one here. So the late whistle, I thought maybe they call a foul after the shot had concluded, but nope. More substitutes into the game for the Bruins, including Austin Moore and Richard Reed checks back in as well. Haynes at the free throw line. He has all 4 of the Nebraska Christian points thus far. 2.5 minutes gone in this opening 20-minute half of action. And the free throw is good as well. 6-5 our score as the Bruins bring it up court. As usual, if you'd like to join the broadcast tonight, we'll give you our text message number. You can send your wishes if you're listening for the Bruins or the Sentinels. Here's Moore, the kick out pass, the shot by Richard Reed off the mark. The rebound brought down by Penley. Give that number to you here in just a second as the Sentinels bring it up under the control of Kyle Bolslavsky.
And he missed Haynes on the backdoor cut there early.
Turnaround jump shot, a little help from the back of the iron. DJ Haynes connects again. He has all 7 of the Sentinel points. They lead it 7-6. Dribble penetration, tied up, and they'll say a traveling violation. Good defense played there by Haynes. He can play it on the other end of the court as well.
And you may think that he shoots 20 times a game. He's a volume scorer. If you look at his numbers are actually really good. He shoots the ball 20 times a game, but he shoots 52% from the field and 48 from 3. So he's also a very efficient scorer with how many shot attempts he takes as well, which makes him even more dangerous.
I'll take 50% from the floor any day.
Yeah, he's not a guy that takes 20 shots to get 20 points. He's a guy that's going to take 15 to get 30.
Justin Massard checks into the Bruin lineup, gets his hand on that play to tip it away. Here comes Richard Reed up court. He'll be denied. The Bruins will set up in the half-court offense. Here's Austin Moore, the Bellevue native, to the top of the key. Steven Matthews. Bruins reset with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's the drive, contact, kick out pass. Here's Matthews from three-point land. A help from the back of the rim, and it's in. Bruins with 3 trays, accounting for their 9 points as they regain the lead just under 16 minutes.
And Matthews is a 42% three-point shooter, so he's the guy that you can't leave.
And a double dribble call. Oh, no, a foul is going to be called instead. Looks like Kyle Boslavsky got away with a double dribble. Instead, the foul will be called against Jaron Dixon. They're going to say now 14, Steven Matthews. First personal, second team foul against the Bruins.
I think, Nebraska Christian was walking down the other end of the floor. They thought that it was a double dribble as well.
Sentinels inbounds, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Bruins in their man-to-man defense. That's the defense they're known for under head coach Shane Pabin. Pabin, the winningest coach in Bellevue University history. 261 victories during his 11 years. A step-back three on the way. It's good. TJ Rivera gets the first basket for Nebraska Christian by somebody other than DJ Haynes. They regain a 1-point lead. Bruins back on the offensive end. Little guard weave at the top of the key. Moore gives it to Connor Dukes just into the game. Man-to-man defense employed by the Sentinels. They're doing a nice job. Broussard working down low, trying to find some space. He'll be called for the offensive foul. Good defensive positioning by Matt Lilquist, denying Broussard any room to maneuver down low. So that's 3 team fouls as Broussard picks up his first personal.
And you could probably hear Coach Pavin say, "Kick it out. There's nothing there." That was a offensive foul that was forced.
A good example of defensive verticality there by Lilquist. He stood his ground and drew the foul. Nebraska Christian back on the offensive end. Here's Haynes. Pull-up shot just inside the three-point line. Misses everything. Lilquist tries to keep it alive, and he does. Short jump shot is up and in by Kyle Boslavsky. Now a 3-point lead for the visitors from Papillion, Nebraska. 2 Omaha suburbs going at it here tonight on the basketball floor. Here's the drive by Dixon. Pulls up, feeds inside to Broussard. Double team, pass to the corner to Moore. He tries to drive the baseline, and he'll be called for the offensive foul. Defensive play by TJ Rivera there brings the Bruins their 4th team foul of this half. Back into the game comes Saquon Walker and Josh Lindsey Hunter for the Bruins. Drew Aguilera checking in for Nebraska Christian. Devin Jones as well. A salute to Devin. He's got the basketball right now. He helped me with the pronunciations of the Sentinels before today's game.
All those Colorado Spring guys, there are 6 of them, all helping you out with the names.
Here's Lilquist with the basketball, not where he usually was going to be able to handle it. It's a dribble drive by Aguilera. Shot off the glass, won't go down. Battle for the rebound, still battle. Left-handed putback is no good. Josh Meyer finally clears it off the miss inside by Chris Pendley. Myers to Dukes. Dukes to this side to Dixon. Trying to look inside. There's Myers. He's got a one-on-one situation. The Bruins try to give him some space. Now he's double-teamed. Now he's triple-teamed. Open shooter in the corner. Good ball movement by the Bruins. Shot clock down to 7. Drive in the lane. The kick out. Inside to Myers. Low pass. He handles it. He's mugged underneath. They say no foul. And the Sentinels come away with the basketball trying to push it as Pendley. And he tries a little spin move in the lane. And he'll be called for the offensive foul.
That was great transition defense there by Bellevue, but that last defensive possession by the Sentinels was fabulous. They triple teamed down low and were able to recover all the shooters and forced a tough shot inside with 2 seconds left. That was two great defensive possessions there in a row by both teams.
Here's the Bruins back with the basketball, trailing by 3. Dukes on the dribble, gives it off to Walker. Here's Dixon, tries to split a couple of defenders, gets it to the corner. The shot off the mark from three-point land by Saquon Walker. Bruins able to track it down. Josh Lindsey Hunter. Here's Jaron Dixon from the top of the key. A three-pointer ties it at 12. Just under 13 minutes to go in the opening half. So a fast-paced start to this contest. Aguilera gives it off to Haynes. Haynes draws attention of 2, now 3 Bruins. Bounce pass to Lilliquist. Back to Haynes. Haynes quick as a jitterbug. Shot release off to the side of the free throw line. It's no good. The rebound to Dukes. Dixon will slow it down as he brings it across the timeline. Good example of man-to-man defenses on both ends of the court. Here's the drive across the middle by Josh Lindsay. Hunter Dukes for 3. Won't go down. The rebound brought down by Haynes.
You got to match up with him right now because he'll try to get into the paint without passing it like that.
Just like that, coast to coast for DJ Haynes. 14-12 our score. Haynes, as we said, having most of the points. I think he has 9 to the Sentinels' 14.
When he gets the ball like that, it doesn't matter if he's not your guy. You got to stop him.
Josh Lindsay Hunter chests it up on defense there. Gets it back out to the top of the key. Saquon Walker. Now Jaron Dixon. Pressured up front. Shot clock in single digits. Open shooter in the corner. Connor Dukes, an open look for 3. A little bit too short. Battling underneath the rebound. A foul will be called, I believe, against one of the Sentinels. On the battle for the offensive-defensive rebound, that's going to go against Jordan Macanjula.
You mean that high screen? They're almost going to live with certain guys from Bellevue shooting threes and making threes almost beat them.
The lane to the basket opens up just for a second. The shot no good on the miss by Walker. The Bruins get it back. Here's a three-point attempt. That one off the mark on this shot by Matthews. And the Sentinels bring it up court. Both coaches working hard across the way. Shane Pavin for the Bruins, Willie Williams for the Sentinels. They spend more time off the bench than on it. Here's the Sentinels trying to drive in the lane out to the top of the key. Freed back up down low. The shot from Jones is good. Three-pointer for Devin Jones. One of that half-dozen natives of Colorado Springs on this Sentinel roster.
And Coach Pavin's not a big, he doesn't like to take a ton of timeouts, but he may need to get one here early if they keep giving up these easy looks.
Nice bounce pass down low to Justin Bassard, who finishes to pull the Bruins back to within 3. Good look on that penetrating bounce pass. Bruins back on defense, Sentinels on offense. Lilliquist to Aguilera to Haynes. Trying to get it inside to the big man. Macanjola, no good. Bassard pulls down the rebound against a couple of Sentinels down low. Here come the Bruins. A tray will tie it. Drive to the basket by Richard Reed. He's in traffic. He'll head to the free throw line as a foul is called by the down official.
It's a block.
Emphatically waving his fists onto his hips there. So let's see who it's going to go against. That one will be called against Devin Jones. First personal, each squad now with 4 team fouls. A shooting foul here, so Richard Reed, the senior from Sacramento, California, will be at the line. Reed, an 82% free throw shooter, but I jinxed him on that. I apologize. Hey, here's that text message number, 402-515-7654. If you'd like to send along a greeting tonight to let us know where you're listening in, who you're rooting for, and any other words of wisdom you have for us here. Second free throw is good. Reed will step out. Dixon will step back in. So one Californian replacing another on the Bruin lineup. 2-point ball game as we near the halfway mark of the opening stanza. Haynes across the timeline. Bassard picks him up on the switch. Drive by Aguilera. Foul will be called on the reach in. Possibly against Jaron Dixon. Let's wait for its official. Yes, it is number 15. That's his second personal. Bellevue now with 5 team fouls. Inbounds play for the Sentinels. They get it into the big guy. Left-handed shot off the glass by Jordan Macanjula.
That is too easy. That's a inbounds pass and a layup. You can't allow that easy of a pass and that easy of a finish.
Macanjula at 6'7", so he's a big presence inside for the Sentinels. He and Lilliquist both on the floor right now, 6'7" and 6'8". Three-point shot from Austin Moore. No good, but kept alive by Justin Bassard. Nice tip out to his teammates at the top of the key. Fresh shot clock for the Bruins. They'll get reorganized and run the offense. Here's Jaron Dixon. Over to Austin Moore. Moore guarded by a much taller Lilquist. Gives it off to Bassard. Bassard, hey, I'll shoot it. Won't go down, however, and the rebound pulled down by Matt Lilquist.
Bellevue has a total of 6 offensive rebounds here early on, so they're doing that well.
Haynes on the drive. A foul is called. It's going to go against Austin Moore. That's his second personal. Now 6 team fouls against Bruins. Is a hockey line change for the home team Bruins. Fresh bodies on the court.
And that's just another situation where Haynes is bringing the ball up the floor and no one stops him. And he draws a foul there.
He's very quick, so that's a tough chore to try to stop him no matter where he is on the floor. Here's TJ Rivera, top of the key with the basketball. Teammates trying to set some back picks to free up. Turnaround shot by Jones is too short. And a foul called underneath.
It's going to be the
Connor Dukes.
Now.
Connor Dukes is doing the best he could to try to keep Jordan Macanjula away from the basket, but Macanjula had a several-inch and many pounds advantage.
And the ball just bounced. The ball just bounced straight up into his hands. Otherwise, it probably would have been over the back if it came off the rim normal, but it came off the rim soft and bounced right to him.
So Macanjula will head to the free throw line. Doesn't get there very often, 6 out of 10 on the season. You do the math. That's an easy one.
That's an easy one. I can even do that.
On the 1-and-1 on the 17th foul, Macanjula misses the front end, so the Bruins get the basketball back, trailing by 4, just under 9 minutes to go in the first half.
We'll see if Nebraska Christian can take advantage of being in the bonus 9 minutes. With 9 minutes left in the second half, that's pretty early to get into the bonus.
Bruins trying to work inside. Instead, they'll go for the shot from right at the arc, and a foul's going to be called underneath. Josh Meyer will be called for the foul as Jordan Macanjula hits the floor. So that'll be a 1-and-1 situation on the other end of the floor. Macanjula was just there, missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Bruins maybe hoping he still has that effort rattling in the back of his mind.
We don't have weight on here, but he's 6'7", probably. 260, 270.
He's in that neighborhood.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Basketball or football, perhaps, could be sports to his
He'd be a pretty
size feature.
He'd be a pretty good tackle.
First one goes in. 3 points on the game now for Macanjula. He's a junior out of Arlington, Texas. Left-handed shooter, makes them both, so he's 2 out of 3 for the line tonight. Little full court pressure now employed by the Sentinels. They enjoy a 6-point lead. Trying to create a half-court trap. Bruins able to get around it. Here's the 3-point attempt off the back of the rim. Macanjula tips it to teammate TJ Rivera after the Bruin miss. 8:20 and counting. 6-point lead for the visitors. Again, Bellevue has won all 4 of the previous contests against Nebraska Christian. Their basketball program has been on again, off again since 1995, but trying to put together a good program. Stolen away. Nice anticipation there by Matthews ahead to Myers, and Myers hits the floor hard. No intent to harm on that one as TJ Rivera doing all he could to try to prevent an easy dunk by Myers. He'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Myers been the leading scorer for the Bruins on multiple occasions this year. One of the 6 different Bruins who have enjoyed that honor on the season.
60% free throw shooter for Myers, so a pretty good foul there. Make him earn the 2.
2 shots upcoming. Makes the first. Jaron Dixon checks back into the game as Meyer ready for his second shot. Josh, a junior out of Justice, Illinois. And that one just won't quite fall. Macanjula clears out the rebound, and the Sentinels push it ahead quickly. Into the hands of TJ Rivera. Finds a teammate in the corner, the drive by Isaiah Collier. Nothing there as the Bruins defense gets back on the job. Here's Jones, harassed at the top of the key by Reed.
They had a layup when they kicked that out for trying to get a 3. They had a layup.
Haynes, DJ Haynes, kind of an off-balance shot, but he kept his shooting technique in pure form. The pass quickly ahead to Myers, able to get it back.
That's a tough shot there for to get up to 12 points here early on, but there's not a lot of defense you can get there except for trying to prevent the ball to getting to him.
Josh Lindsey Hunter on the drive, double team. Nice pass to Myers. Lindsey Hunter on the assist. Myers on the basket for the Bruins. So Mobile, Alabama to Justice, Illinois on the combination there for the Bruins. Back to within 6. Exactly 7 minutes to go in this first half of action. Rivera gives it off for Jones. Knocked out of bounds. Off a Sentinel. It'll be Bruins basketball. A relatively turnover-free first half. Each team now with 4 turnovers through the first 14 minutes, 13 minutes plus of play. My math skills suddenly evaded me.
Part of Nebraska Christian's strategy here early on has been make Bellevue hit jump shots, and Bellevue's only shooting 31% from the field and 30% from 3, so it's been a pretty effective strategy so far.
Here's another 3-point shot. That one off the mark by Josh Lindsey Hunter. Kept alive down low by Dixon, but the Sentinels steal it away. Here's Haynes just inside the half-court line, waiting for his teammates to get down floor.
And you've seen a concerted effort the last few minutes to really slow the game down by the Sentinels. Nice pass.
Knocked out of bounds. It'll remain Sentinel basketball. Dixon almost got the steal on that one. Bruins with a deeper bench. Bellevue regularly plays 10, 12 different players. Inbounds play. Haynes looking to get it into a teammate. Does so to Isaiah Collier. Saved by Rivera, but saved into the hands of the Bruins. Here's Jaron Dixon. He's cut off on his attempt to get to the basket quickly. Dixon has it again. Drives, kicks, 3-point shot from Austin Moore. That won't go either. The Bruins, after hitting 3 of their first 4 trays, haven't had much success as of late. The drive to the basket by Drew Aguilera. Foul is called, and free throws upcoming for Aguilera. And head coach Shane Pym disagrees with the call. Connor Dukes picks up his second personal.
Haynes had his pick of what teammate he wanted to go to on the left or the right, as there was a 3-on-1 basically.
First free throw is good by Drew Aguilera. He's a sophomore out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Only 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Doesn't get there very often, but when he does, he makes them.
Steven Matthews checks back in for the Bruins. 5:46 to go. Bruins had the early lead in this half, but the Sentinels took over about 5 minutes ago, and they've maintained the lead now at 8 points, their largest lead of the night. Even though the Bruins have had success in this series over time, head coach Shane Pavin told both of us before the game, Bellevue can't take this game lightly. They've got to play defense because this Sentinel team can score. Not just Haynes, but some other contributing parts as well. Bruins trying to get something going. Not a lot of good movement here, and then a turnover. As Saquon Walker tries to drive in traffic. Good play by Dixon to hustle back down to knock it. And it'll be Bellevue basketball as it goes off the arm of Matt Lilquist.
But you're seeing the Sentinels are double teaming that high pick and roll no matter where it is, or that high screen no matter where it is. If you're a big guy and you're seeing that they're automatically doubling that, it might not be a bad idea to try to slip it and run right back to the rim and try to get an easy layup or force the defense to over-rotate.
These two coaches know each other. Willie Williams was the head coach at Grace University in Omaha before that institution closed, so it wasn't just the 2 previous meetings. These coaches know each other from many years before that. Bruins, again, not getting any kind of movement here. They're trying to run some weave at the top of the perimeter, and another turnover. As again, Saquon Walker tries to split defenders. Austin Moore with a good play coming up behind. Picks the pocket of DJ Haynes. Moore almost tackled at the half-court line. Moore going coast to coast. Left-handed shot up and in. And an and one to follow. Austin Moore with the defensive and offensive plays on that sequence.
That could be a 5-6 point swing for Bellevue. Let's see if that is enough to get the
thing in. Austin Moore at the free throw line. A little too short on that attempt. The rebound pulled down by Devin Jones. He'll bring it up court. Lilliquist to Haynes. Quick pull-up release. That one rattles. Won't go down. The rebound brought down by Jaron Dixon. And the Bruins a chance to cut into the 6-point deficit. Here's Richard Reed. We just heard from his friends and family. Austin Moore driving. Shot. That one deflected by Matt Lilliquist. Pull-up jumper from outside the arc is good. Drew Aguilera pulls the lead back up to 8 points for the Sentinels. Under 4 minutes to go. Dixon inside. Nice penetrating drive. Steven Matthews able to find the space and bank it home. Jones guarded out front by Reed, looking for help. Lilliquist comes up to get the basketball. Aguilera once again. Pull-up jumper from behind the arc. It's nothing but net. Nope, they say he's on the line, so a 2-point basket, not a 3.
He's looking like his teammate DJ Haynes out there right now on these back-to-back shots.
Haynes with 12, Aguilera with 6. Top 2 scores for Nebraska Christian. That one's out of bounds. It'll remain Bellevue basketball. Isaiah Collier makes a defensive play. Back into the game for Bellevue comes Josh Lindsey Hunter. And back in for Nebraska Christian comes Jordan Macajula. So the Sentinels with 2 big guys down low at 6'7" and 6'8". There's Macajula out top of the key trying to chase down a guard. That's probably not where Coach Willie Williams wants him to play defense. Bruins basketball. Reed thought about the shot. Instead passes out to Dixon. He'll go for 3. Jaron Dixon, top of the key basket. The Bruins back to within 5. Approaching 2.5 minutes to go in this first half.
Steven Matthews and Dixon are the 2 guys that have hit consistently from outside tonight. It's the rest of the Bruins that have struggled so far from the 3-point line.
Sentinels back on offense. Intercepted by Richard Reed. Nice anticipation of that passing lane. And again, the Bruins can cut into the deficit. Here's Steven Matthews. Gives it off to the corner. The shot off the mark, but a foul call after the shot. So 3 free throws will be upcoming for Jaron Dixon as he's bumped by Matt Lilliquist on the shot. First personal foul against Lilliquist. 7 team fouls against the Sentinels, but it'll be 3 free throws upcoming for Jaron Dixon. Let's see if he can be perfect to pull the Bruins to within 2. And I jinxed him right off the start. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, I think, when people are shooting free throws. And if you're at home shaking your head, yes, I agree with you. That one has a better result. TJ Rivera back in for Nebraska Christian. Nebraska Christian defeated Dakota State earlier this season. That's the team Bellevue defeated in their conference opener last week. So it's a team to be reckoned with. 2 out of 3 for the free throw line for Jaron Dixon. So the lead now at 3 points for Nebraska Christian as we approach the 2-minute mark. DJ Haynes with the basketball. Guarded out front by Josh Lindsey Hunter. Pass across the way. Rivera on the drive. Gives it off to Jones. Jones loses it. Jaron Dixon heading down court, trying to go all the way. Tries to draw the foul. It won't go down, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Nice job by Dixon trying to use his body to fend off the defender, Drew Aguilera, but he couldn't get the bank shot in on the layup attempt. So Dixon was 2 for 3 there just moments ago. 2 more opportunities here.
It's been a good close, couple minutes here for Bellevue. They were down 8. Now they're cut it to within 2. They've picked up the defensive intensity a little bit, and they're getting more turnovers and getting a chance to run a little bit more.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, Nebraska Christian making a definite effort to slow down the pace of the game here over the last couple of minutes of this opening half. Here's Rivera looking for help. Gets it to Aguilera. Aguilera having difficulty dribbling. Now down low to the big man, Macanjula, going against Justin Bassard. Bassard wins the defensive battle as the rebound comes into the hand of Richard Reed. Bruins can tie or take the lead on this trip down. Top of the key, Matthews on the drive. Bounce pass to the corner to Richard Reed. Reed, pull-up jumper from behind the arc. That one's no good, but Josh Lindsey Hunter battling inside gets the offensive glass. As you mentioned earlier, Blake, the Bruins doing a good job on the offensive boards. That's 8 offensive rebounds for the Bruins. It'll be a fresh 30-second shot clock
1-1
after the free throws here as we're in the 1-1 situation. So Lindsey Hunter, the sophomore out of Mobile, Alabama, at the stripe. DJ Haynes gets the defensive rebound on the miss. So the Bruins, usually a pretty good free throw shooting team, averaging 72%, struggling a little bit tonight from the line. Only 45%. Drive to the basket, no good. Macanjula keeps it alive. Still battling underneath against Bassard. Now back to the top of the key. Fresh shot clock. Aguilera from three-point land. That's no good off the back iron. Dixon pulls down the rebound.
Bellevue caught a break there with Haynes missing an easy layup.
Haynes has scored a bunch of points early, been kind of quiet as of late. 30 seconds remaining. Bruins passing the ball around the perimeter. Saquon Walker, shot clock down at 10, takes it back out to the top of the key, trying to maneuver. Nebraska Christian playing solid defense. Here's the look. Here's the shot from Matthews for 3. The Bruins have the lead 31-30 on the tray by Steven Matthews. Only seconds left on the game clock. Here's Haynes, drives to the basket, and he's fouled on his drive to the hoop with 1.4 seconds left, to the dismay of head coach Shane Payman.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's about ready to blow a gasket on somebody. As you knew that's what he was gonna try. He's either gonna try to get a 3 off or he's gonna try to get to the rim. And you bailed him out by fouling him.
So the Bruins regain the lead here with 1.4 seconds left in the half. DJ Haynes at the free throw line. He's tied it.
90% free throw shooters. He's one of those guys we always talk about in basketball, a 50-40-90 guy. He's almost a 50-50-90 guy.
Too many numbers there.
Yeah.
1.4 seconds. The Bruins will have a chance maybe for a long pass and a heave. Josh Lindsey Hunter inbounds to Jaron Jackson. Length of the court shot off the backboard, but it will not fall. And we are at halftime with the visiting Nebraska Christian College Sentinels 31. The home team, Bellevue University Bruins, 31. Bruins will have the opening possession of the second half. Jaron Dixon inbounds to Richard Reed. And here we go, the second 20-minute period of tonight's basketball action. Saquon Walker over to Richard Reed. An open look for 3. A little bit off the mark. Nice tip underneath by Dixon to Myers, and the Bruins will get a fresh shot clock. Here's Josh Myers down low to the top of the key. Dixon drive. The shot from three-point land. That one's a little bit off the mark. Myers with great inside position. Puts it back in. The miss by Lindsey Hunter, but Myers there to clean it up with a bucket. The Bruins back up by 1.
It's offensive rebound number 9 and 10 for Bellevue in that possession there by Meyer.
So that's been a strong point for Bellevue tonight. Hopefully they can continue to capitalize on that in the second half. Inbounds pass to Lilliquist. He's going one-to-one. Little baby hook won't go down. Josh Meyer will be called for the foul as he bodied up against Matt Lilliquist.
That's Meyer's second, so see if Nebraska Christian tries to go at him and get a third real quick, because obviously Myers, they have a hard time keeping him off the glass.
Lilliquist gets a little help from the rims. It touched it about 4 or 5 times before finally falling through. Lilliquist, a senior from Sabika, Minnesota. Off the mark. Meyer pulls down the rebound. Here comes the Bruins. We're tied at 33. About 1 minute gone in the second half of action. Into the hands of Jaron Dixon. Over to Richard Reed. Lob pass inside to Meyer. Nice spin move to try to find a lane inside. Misses the first shot. This time follows with the left hand. Another offensive rebound and put back basket. Both baskets of the half by Josh Meyer.
Well, you can kind of see the strategy here by Bellevue. They want to get a paint touch before they're shooting a lot of their threes. And Myers has done a good job of converting once he's gotten them down low.
Higher percentage shots in there than from the outside. Bruins shooting 37% in that first half. Off the mark. The rebound pulled down by Richard Reed. The Bruins with a 2-point lead trying to expand it. Josh Lindsey Hunter. Over to Jaron Dixon. Again, the touch to Meyer down low. He's going one-on-one. The pass to Dixon. Kicked out to Reed. And that misses everything. A nice attempt by Josh Lindsey Hunter to try to keep it in play, but Richard Reed couldn't pull the trigger on that one. About 2 minutes gone in this second half of action. Nebraska Christian decides to go with a little bit smaller lineup as Chris Pendley checks out. Here's DJ Haynes, splits a couple of defenders and drives. He's just a graceful guy that gets to the hoop.
He's hard to guard because even though you bring the double team, he just dribbles in between there's a gap in between the double team that was brought in. He just dribbled right through it and got to the lane.
Richard Reed, a smooth move inside. Off the glass and in for Reed.
And you can see how valuable Haynes is even here he hasn't committed a foul, and he still backs away there because he doesn't want to get into foul trouble.
Lilquist and Haynes playing catch at the top of the key. Haynes a drive, the fadeaway shot. Too strong off the back of the glass. Battle for the rebound. Richard Reed comes away with it. No foul called. There's a couple of bodies on the floor on the other end.
Surprised they didn't call it on somebody. I thought there was a foul, one on each team that they could have called.
Dixon double teamed in the back court. Here's the shot from Josh Lindsey Hunter. That one won't fall. The rebound brought down by Kyle Boslavsky. He'll bring it across the timeline.
Boslavsky, nice job there surveying it, but
nothing available, so he'll set up the offense.
Yeah, didn't force it.
Rivera with the basketball. Lilquist one-on-one against Meyer. Meyer chests him up to keep him away. Shot clock down to 6. Lilquist on the drive, up and in a little finger roll. He beat Josh Meyer out on the top of the key and then able to get inside for a little finger roll touch.
Didn't see that much out of Lilquist in the first half. Didn't know that he had that graceful foot speed to get to the rim like that.
37-all. Here's a shot from Jaron Dixon at home for a 3. Jaron hits the tray. The Bruins with a 3-point lead.
What you saw there from Meyer, though, Meyer slipped that screen that they doubled, which
Aaron Bradley are his assistant coaches. Bruins apply a little full court pressure, just light pressure for the first time tonight. Burns about an extra 6 or 7 seconds off the shot clock. TJ Rivera gives it up to Kyle Boslavsky. Boslavsky, left-handed dribble against Justin Massard. Throws up an off-balance shot. It's out of bounds. It'll be Bellevue basketball. Bellevue with the 3-point lead as 4 minutes have elapsed in this second half. Saquon Walker with the basketball. Now looking inside. Justin Bassard. Nice bounce pass inside. The shot won't go back to Bassard with a little tip. We'll wait for the official call.
They're going to say it's a controlled tip, 2 shots for Bassard.
Well, the foul will go against Matt Lilquist, his second personal foul, just the first team foul. So Justin Bassard will be at the free throw line, the junior from Los Angeles. Family listening in as Bassard hits the first free throw. Bassard at 6'6", one of the taller players on the Bruin roster. And he's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Bellevue lead grows to 5. Bellevue trailed by 1 at halftime. They trailed by as many as 8 in the first half. A foul is called. The whistle against Stephen Matthews on that one. On the drive by Boslavsky.
You have two hands on the hip. They're going to get you on every. They're going to get you on that every time.
Second personal against Matthews. Second team against the Bruins. Lilquist gives off to Haynes. Haynes again splits two defenders on the way to the hoop. Finds that seam and banks it home.
He gets past his initial defender. No help defense there. That obviously is not the defensive strategies. You got to be able to rotate and help.
Into the corner to Saquon Walker. Walker pulls up, launches the three, rattles but won't go down. Jaron Dixon pulls down the rebound, and he's fouled underneath. That's going to go against Kyle Boslavsky.
Yeah, right now, Jaron Dixon, probably the player of the game right now for the Bruins, leading them in with 12 points, 6 rebounds. As he's been a real nice spark, as has Steven Matthews. As those two guys are 6 of 7 combined from the three-point line.
Bruins lead it by 3. Fresh bodies on the floor for Nebraska Christian. Inbounds pass to Bassard. He gives it off to Walker. Walker almost lost control of that.
Those two guys are 6 of 7. The rest of the Bruins are 1 of 17 from 3.
Matthews inside. Nice kick out pass. The shot off the mark by Saquon Walker. So Walker, the leading scorer for the Bruins on the season with 14.2 points per game. Just off the mark today. Only 3 points thus far. Here's Austin Moore checking back in. Austin, the senior, 4-year member of the Bruin program. Went to high school just down the road at Bellevue West High School. Jones from three-point land misses everything, but alertly collected underneath the basket by Drew Aguilera. His shot off the mark, the rebound to Steven Matthews. He's going to push it up the floor. The Bruins don't have numbers, so they'll set it up on offense. Here's Walker into the lane, going to the line of the bigs. A nice kick-out pass reversal. Connor Dukes with the head face. The drive into the lane. Kick-out pass. Dixon at the free throw line. Nothing there. The Bruins still with 10 seconds on the clock. You hear the bench counting down the seconds. The pass inside to Bassard. Somehow able to get a hand out, and now it's loose on the floor. Makajula comes up with it. The turnover against the Bruins. I believe that's their first turnover of the second half. Nebraska Christian trailing by 3. Back on the offensive end. Makajula sets a big screen up there as Haynes tries to go off it. Nothing there. Inside lob pass to Makajula. His shot no good. Just basically a lob pass over the top of the smaller Bruin defenders, but Makajula couldn't finish. Here's Dukes in front of the Bellevue bench. Tries to work off the screen from Bassard. He's double teamed up high. Splits it. Bassard almost wide open underneath. Off the glass and in. Justin converts off the assist from Dukes. 5-point lead for the Bruins. I believe that matches Bellevue's largest lead early in the first half. Here's DJ Haynes. Runs into Bassard, able to control his dribble, keeping it alive. Here's Aguilera. A little push off. Shot from three-point land. That one's no good. Austin Moore tips it to keep it alive into the hands of Connor Dukes. So let's see if Bellevue can continue to push their lead. Again, Nebraska Christian trying to double team on that high post. Last time the Bruins just threaded a pass down low for the easy basket. Shot clock under 10. Here's Matthews. Pull up, fadeaway jumper. Off the side. No Bruins there for the rebound attempt. Here's DJ Haynes. Haynes out of Falcon, Colorado. Dukes almost with the steal. Pull-up shot off the glass by Haynes. Again, an unorthodox kind of a shot. That one won't fall, and a foul will be called underneath.
Well, Haynes was trying to get a foul called there, and he still almost made it off the backboard.
That one's going to be called against Jaron Dixon, his third personal foul. 3 team fouls against the Bruins as 4 fresh bodies check in. Dukes the only one to stay on the floor as Reed, Walker, Meyer, and Lindsey Hunter come in for Bellevue. Makajula with the basketball. Gives it off the top of the key. Quick turnaround jumper by Haynes off the mark. The rebound brought down by Connor Dukes. Both teams in a little bit of a cold shooting funk. The Bruins doing a better job in the second half than the Sentinels are. Again, the double team up high. It's going to be effective as the steal by Jones. Haynes on a 2-on-1. They'll say foul on the floor. Ooh. Good hustle by Richard Reed to get back. Josh Myers swatted away, but it didn't matter because the foul was called on the floor.
That's pretty generous on the floor foul there. I thought he was going up when he got fouled.
44-39 our score. 11.5 minutes to go in tonight's game. Makajula gets the inbounds pass. A lane to the basket, tries to take advantage. His shot won't go down.
That's 3 on Meyer.
He's fouled by Josh Meyer. So, yep, you're right. 3 personals, 5 team fouls already for Bellevue in this second half.
Both big guys, I believe, have 3 fouls. Nope, Bessard only has 2.
So Jordan Makajula will head to the free throw line. 2 for 3 from the line tonight. 4 points in total. First one is good as Justin Bessard checks back in, replacing Josh Meyer. So Bessard will get some extended minutes tonight with Meyer having some foul trouble. Second free throw is also good. Back into the game comes Chris Pendley, one of the Sentinel starters. He'll replace Makajula. And now the Sentinels try to provide pressure in the backcourt. But again, fall back. Reed to Dukes. Again, Bessard comes up for the high screen. Dukes penetrates behind the back pass. Josh Lindsey Hunter, no good. And a foul on the floor will be called as Bessard and Pendley were battling for the rebound. It'll go against Pendley, his 3rd personal. 3 team fouls against Nebraska Christian in this half. Bruins basketball underneath. Fresh shot clock after the foul. Here's Richard Reed. Dukes penetrates, kicks. The shot, it's good, a 3-pointer by Josh Lindsey Hunter. So the Bruins extend their lead to 6 points. Just under 11 minutes to go, Willie Williams will call a full timeout. The Bruins 47, the Sentinels 41.
Good drive there by Dukes, gets a piece of the paint, draws 2 defenders.
To only 8 for Nebraska Christian. Bounce pass to Aguilera. Now to Jones as the Bruins try to swarm on top. A nice thread-the-needle pass. Lilquist makes it a harder shot than he needed to, and he misses the shot. Justin Bessard pulls down the defensive rebound.
Bessard came over there and made it a little bit more difficult, but you're right. If he just goes through that body, he's going to get at least a foul.
Bessard with the basketball on the bounce pass to kick out. Bruins with good passing. Dukes for 3. That one's a little bit short. The rebound to DJ Haynes. Haynes, pull-up jumper from about 12 feet. No good. The rebound into the hands of Josh Lindsey Hunter. Bellevue will slow down the pace a little bit now as Sequan Walker brings it up. Crossover dribble. Into the lane. Kick out pass. Josh Lindsey Hunter makes it for 3. Lindsey Hunter, the Bruins lead now expands to 9. As Bellevue continues to pump the trays at the hoop.
And with how hard scoring's been, a 9-point lead seems like a lot to overcome in this game with how hard scoring's become for both teams.
Pendley puts his hand. Justin Bessard with a defensive play. Stops Pendley on the drive to the hoop. Nice job by the Bruins big man. Bruins can extend the lead double digits if they put points on down here this time. Sequan Walker into the lane against the double digits. An awkward shot, no good, but gets the offensive rebound, and the Bruins will set back up for another 30 seconds. So that offensive rebound category, that's been the shining star for the Bruins for most of tonight. Bruins, little time off the clock, still 12 seconds remaining. Here's Walker with the dribble. Long three-point shot. Saquon Walker from a good 7 or 8 feet from behind the arc. Walker hits his first tray of the night. Bruins lead at 12. 8:45 to go in the game. Lilquist to Aguilera. Back to Lilquist on this right side. Goes around Bassard, but good help defense by Saquon Walker, forcing the turnover, and the Bruins a chance to expand it even more. Justin Bassard gets a handshake from teammate Josh Meyer as he comes in to replace him. Justin gets handshake. Here's Richard Reed with the basketball. Connor Dukes. Saquon Walker. Josh Lindsey Hunter. Again, the double team. Bounce pass down low to Josh Meyer. Again, the double team. That means somebody's got to be open. Richard Reed from the corner. No good. The rebound into the hands of DJ Haynes. He's going to race it up court. Bruins get back on defense, but Haynes, again, just using that elusive, graceful drive to the basket. Got around a couple of defenders to lay it in.
He changes pace so well. He'll go quick, then he'll do a little. He'll slow down his dribble, and it just throws you off as a defender, and it's super hard to guard.
Just leaves defenders flat-footed. Here's Josh Lindsey Hunter for three. That one's no good. Josh Meyer on the tip out. The Bruins a fresh shot clock. Nice play down low for Meyer. He'll come out to set the high pick. Now the give and go. Saquon Walker putting on a dribbling exhibition out front. He's fouled on the grab inside. That'll just be the 4th team foul against Nebraska Christian. Second personal on Kyle Boslavsky. Meyer gets the entry pass. Trying to work one-on-one down low. The kick out. Here's the lane for Richard Reed. And he's fouled on his way to the basket. That one's going to go against Matt Lilquist. So now 5 team fouls. Quick back-to-back ones on the Sentinels. Second personal. Or they're going to say that one's going to go against Jordan Macanjula. So both the big men trying to make the play there, but Macanjula called for the foul. Reed, nothing but net on the first free throw attempt. Richard, the senior out of Sacramento. Sacramento area has been a very fertile recruiting ground for the Bruins over the last several years.
You look at the Fresno, Sacramento area for the Bruins, and then obviously Nebraska Christian likes that Colorado, especially Colorado Springs area.
Those coaching connections and all very important. Both free throws made by Reed. The lead now 55-43. 12-point differential in favor of the Bruins. Drive by Rivera. Leaves it off behind, off the glass for Jordan Macanjula. So another one of Sentinels showing some change of pace and then that burst of speed to set up the basket. Here's Saquon Walker. Loses the handle of the basketball. It'll go off his foot, out of bounds. A turnover against the Bruins.
That's their ninth turnover for the Bruins. Only 2 that's their 10th turnover. 3 this half.
So pretty good job of handling the basketball by both squads tonight. Each squad with 10 turnovers thus far.
The turnovers for Bellevue's been just trying to do a little too much, trying to split a double team that they shouldn't.
Here's Lilquist. Into the corner, the drive in the lane, cut off down low by Josh Meyer. Into the hands of DJ Haynes. He pulls up for 3. Nothing but net right in front of the Sentinel bench. His teammates stand up and applaud him for that effort.
That's going to drive Coach Pavin nuts. There was 7 seconds on the shot clock when he had the ball. He was either going to try to get a 3 off like that or get to the rim, and you gave him airspace to get a 3 off.
Here's Dixon in the corner to Walker. Bounce pass to Meyer. Battle of big men down low. Spin move inside. The little baby hook gets up and in. Josh Meyer with a nice move. Little baby hook after getting his defender on the back heels. Under 6 minutes to go. The Bruins lead 57-48. Here's Haynes, another 3-pointer. Same effect.
And he's getting going.
Averaging 28 points per game. He has 26 tonight. including 3 from behind the arc. And with him most of the evening, haven't seen him double team too frequently because that opens up somebody else.
Yeah, whenever there's been a high ball screen, they've tried to bring a double sometimes. Now you see a little zone.
Yes.
A little, it looks like a 1-3-1. Maybe drops into a 2-3.
Jaron Dixon for 3 off the back iron. The rebound brought down by TJ Rivera. He'll bring it quickly up court. The Bruins able to burn about 20 seconds off the shot clock and game clock, though, on that possession.
Yeah, if you're Nebraska Christian, though, you got to find Haynes, and if you're Bellevue, you can't let him catch the ball, so he's hit 2 threes in a row.
Here's Rivera. Guarded by Matthews. There's Haynes. Guarded by Dixon. Again, that little awkward shot, and a foul will be called. Haynes tried to lean in to draw the foul, hoping to get the and one. He got the foul for sure, so 2 free throws upcoming.
And Coach Pavin doesn't like that, and that's the new fad in basketball, and I understand why coaches don't like that call. What is the defender supposed to do? He chases him off of a screen. He catches the ball, leans into him, and you call a foul. And the other one that they'll do now is they'll just stop and they'll let you run them over, and it's a foul too. So those are a couple plays that are real hard. It's hard to officiate, but I can understand where coaches get upset where the offensive player is drawing the contact.
4 for 4 from the free throw line is Haynes. 10 field goals, including 3 3-pointers, 4 for 4 from the line.
He's now at his average, 28.
5 for 5, yes, 28 points for DJ Haynes.
And all of a sudden, that 11-point lead's down to 4.
And knocked away from behind, but the Bruins able to get it. Jones almost had the steal. So Bellevue needs to get back and work on offense. Come up empty a couple times down here now. Saquon Walker to Connor Dukes for 3. Connor puts it down from this right corner. Dukes, the junior out of Plattsmouth, Nebraska.
It's a big shot there by Dukes. Extend the lead back to 7.
Now to turn the attention to defense. Here's DJ Haynes, guarded by Myers. Nice pass inside to Macanjula. Off the glass and in, so Meyer was forced to come out and guard him on the switch, which left Macanjula with the size advantage over everybody else.
That was good recognition there by Haynes, as he had a big guy on him and he didn't get the shot, but he knew his big fellow was going to have a height advantage down on the block.
Here's Dukes with the basketball once again. Now down low to Myers on the bounce pass from Dixon. Macanjula trying to defend him. Couple of big guys battling hard. Shot. Meyer with a nice fadeaway. Tough angle with the side of the backboard there, but Meyer made it work. And the lead back to 7 points once again. Timeout called by head coach Shane Pavin. We have 3 minutes and 50. TJ Rivera will walk the ball up court. Met there by Jaron Dixon.
You see
Sentinels trying to run some back screens there to free up Haynes. He's
got it.
It's falling away. Austin Moore was just about inside his jersey, but Haynes again.
He's about a half second late, and that's all it takes. Is they ran they're in that double, they're in 2 double down screens, and he curled off of it. That's a good play out of the timeout.
31 points for Haynes now. Myers, short jump shot. That one won't fall. The rebound to DJ Haynes.
Got to get the ball out of his hands. Can't.
Austin Moore meets him, trying to work off a screen by Lilliquist. Again, he's got the advantage. Splits 2 defenders, pull-up jumper. That one short. The rebound pulled down by Saquon Walker.
Got a break there, as that double team wasn't tight enough, as you can't allow a guy to split the double like that.
Haynes hit the floor on that last play. I'm wondering if he may be getting a little tired. He's been on the floor quite a bit. Here's Dixon. Driving down the lane to Josh Meyer, off the glass and in. A great assist on the play by Jaron Dixon, and the basket by Josh Meyer. The Bruins lead it 64-58. 6-point lead with 2 minutes 30. TJ Rivera was kind of sleepy on the play.
Wouldn't be surprised if they run that same action that they ran the last time out of a timeout.
Rivera gives it to Haynes. Haynes into the lane. Knocked away by Josh Myers, then stolen away. Nice play by the Bruins big man to read the angle.
Haynes trying to do too much there. He could have came off that, and he had a wide open jump shot. Trying to be unselfish there. Just take the open jumper.
Bellevue now burning some time off the clock. Shot clock down to 10. Here's Dixon trying to drive. Saquon Walker off the glass and in. Nice job again. Jaron Dixon with the assist. Saquon Walker with the basket. 66-58, an 8-point lead for the Bruins. 1 minute, 45 seconds to go in this contest. Again, Haynes now giving it off to Jones.
Elevator screen.
Back to Haynes. Yes, there's all kinds of picks down low to the basket. A foul will be called. DJ Haynes will head to the free throw line.
They ran that three-man weave, and then he got down underneath it, and they set a little elevator screen at the free throw line, or two guys there, and then they closed the doors like an elevator and got him to the free throw line.
Connor Dukes will pick up his third personal foul. That's 17 on the Bruins. 2 shots here. And he remains perfect. 6 out of 6 from the free throw line. Into the game comes Jonte Williams. First time I think we've called his name tonight. So in probably for defensive purposes and foul purposes. And once again, the free throw is made. 66-60. Again, backcourt pressure. Here's Jaron Dixon. Jonte Williams trying to defend him. The pass stolen away by DJ Haynes. He'll go down and jam it home. Just a little bit of a too lazy pass that way. Haynes read it, stole it, and jammed it.
And if you saw Coach Pavin's face after that pass, you might not want to be in the timeout. They're probably not going to try to extend the game. They're going to probably wait to try to extend the game here.
Here's Richard Reed with the basketball. Now to Dixon. Now to Reed. They cross the timeline.
You hear the bench say, go, go, go. They want to trap.
Saquon Walker had the open three, but seconds are more important than the attempt here. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 1:02 on the game clock. Shot clock down to 10. Here's Dixon into the corner. Dukes had the look. Now he'll drive. Splits. Roll. It won't go down, but Josh Meyer with the offensive rebound. A huge offensive rebound by Josh Meyer gives Bellevue 30 seconds more. Willie Williams now directing his team to foul. Let's see if they call that a flagrant foul.
Nope, they're just going to say 2 free throws.
Devin Jones on the tackle across the way in front of.
Exactly what they wanted. They got the defensive stop. If they got the rebound, they could go down, maybe get a 3 or a 2, make it a 1-possession game. But Meyer with that offensive rebound, obviously.
Timeout call there by Dixon as the Sentinels did a good job with their defensive pressure. So Bellevue now down to 2 timeouts.
Yeah, if the Bruins hold on here, that's a big play there by Josh Meyer. Probably the play of the percent free throw shooter. Hasn't shot him a lot, but he's the best percentage free throw shooter they have.
Into the hands of Richard Reed in the backcourt. Hawked there by Williams. He gets it across. Saquon Walker.
Foul.
Now Dixon. Bruins trying to keep the ball away, and there's the foul call. The touch foul, but an important foul for Nebraska Christian. It'll go against Isaiah Collier.
And Dixon only 4 of 8. Yeah, 4 of 8 from the free throw line on the year. So probably out of the options they had on the floor, probably the best one for Nebraska Christian.
Dixon 3 for 5 from the line tonight. So big free throws here. 36.9 seconds remaining. Bruins leading by 4. 2-possession game. And the front one goes down.
Still, it will be a 2-possession game, make or miss. And if you're the Sentinels, you can get a 3 here, then it's still, you're going to need some luck. But if you can get a miss of a front end.
So Jaron Dixon does the job from the free throw line there. Austin Moore back in for defense, replacing Richard Reed. Bruins applying pressure all over the court.
If you're Bellevue, a 3 by you don't want to give up a 3 by Haynes, but you can't foul. You can't foul him shooting a 3 or anything like that.
Makajula off the glass and in, a 2-point basket. So a 4-point lead once again, 68-64. The clock down to 27.3 seconds. A full timeout called by Nebraska Christian College. So they are now Jaron Dixon. Fronted by Matt Lilquist, trying to deny that passing angle. Gets it into Richard Reed, into the corner. Get it out of there. Here's Jaron Dixon.
Got a foul.
Double team. He gets around the big man Lilquist, and there's the foul from behind. Lilquist almost got the steal, but he got the elbow of Jaron Dixon and commits the foul. So Dixon will be at the free throw line again for the 1-and-1, as that's the 8th team foul. Lilquist with 3 personals.
And
And again, a little offense-defense substitution. As back in comes TJ Rivera for Nebraska Christian.
Willie Williams was not sold that was a foul. He thought it was a clean steal. I thought there was some contact, but from his angle, I could see why he thought that was pretty clean.
Jaron Dixon, the big front end of the 1-and-1, pulls it back to a 5-point lead. Make it a 6-point lead. Jaron Dixon, tough from the free throw line. 4 out of 4 in the last couple of seconds. 7 out of 9 on the game. Again, DJ Haynes with control of the basketball. He's going to drive to the hoop. Kick out pass. 3-point shot from the corner by Rivera. TJ Rivera able to make the tray. It's a 3-point game with 12 seconds left. A quick inbounds pass and a quick foul. This time it'll be Saquon Walker who'll head to the free throw line. Again, a 1-and-1 situation as that's the 9th team foul.
It's the guy you want at the line, though. 84
seconds off with full court pressure. 72-67. Again, it's Haynes with the basketball. 9 seconds and counting. 7 seconds. Haynes for 3. Off the mark. The rebound pulled down by Richard Reed. And he's bear hugged by Jordan Macanjula with 3.3 seconds left. And the Bruins with a 72-67 lead. The final free throws here. Now in the double bonus by Richard Reed.
Locker room or in your post-game chat with him after this one.
He'll be happy with the way they've shot free throws here. They were poor shooting in the first half, but down the stretch, with Jaron Dixon and Saquon Walker and now Richard Reed.
As Shaquille O'Neal used to say, he made them when they mattered.
There you go. Perfect. Final 8 in a row for the Bruins. Long toss. Austin Moore knocks it away. Second counts down, and that's ball game. Our final score tonight, the home team, Bellevue University Bruins, win it.